take a walk on the woo-woo side with me. My name is Michelle Douglas and I am an intuitive healer, transformation coach, and advanced soul realignment practitioner, amongst other things. I am on a mission to empower you to make the right soul-aligned choices so that you can create all of the health, wealth, love, happiness, and success that you desire in your life. If the content in today's episode resonates with you, be sure to visit findmysparkle.com or selfconfidence101.com. See you there. Hello, it's Michelle here, and today we're going to be talking about the Law of Attraction. So here's how I learned about the Law of Attraction, if you've not listened to any of my other episodes before. So in late 1991, my parents handed me a set of 12 videotapes, yes, I'm old, and said, watch this. I was home on my own the following weekend, so it was the perfect opportunity for me to do just that. The videos contained a recording of Bob Proctor's Born Rich seminar program, and to say I was mesmerized by the content in those videos is an understatement. Bob Proctor, a prominent personal development coach at the time and right up until he recently passed away, was all about the law of attraction. He believed that your thoughts shape your reality, and by focusing on positive thinking and visualizing your goals as already achieved, you can attract those desired outcomes. He also emphasized the importance of aligning your emotions with your desires, cultivating gratitude and joy to attract the positive experiences. He also highlighted the need for inspired action, urging individuals to take proactive steps towards their goals. I agree with Bob to an extent. So what is the law of attraction? So the law of attraction is a universal principle that states that you will attract into your life whatever you focus on. Whatever you give your energy and attention to is what will come back to you. It also states that when you focus on abundance and the good things in your life, you will attract more positive things into your life. The opposite is also true if you focus on the negative things in your life. So a more technical explanation here is okay, I agree with everything I've already said, but I want to explain things a little more technical in a way so that you can understand where I'm going with this. When you are in complete vibrational alignment with a desire, that is the moment your desire becomes a physical reality. The law of attraction is a universal law, and like must attract like. This is all about energy, and it's the law. It has to happen. So a vibration which aligns to that thing must attract that thing. There is no other way around it. So if you are not vibrationally aligned with what you want, you 100% cannot have it. I'm sorry, but it's true. There are a gazillion ways to get into vibrational alignment with what you desire, such as positive thoughts, writing down your goals, visualizing your goals, and inspired soul-aligned action. But it's not quite as simple as what I'm telling you here. There's so much more to it, and I'll expand on each bit. And these ideas are only a small fraction of what can be done to shift you into vibrational alignment with your desires. So first, we're going to talk about positive thoughts and the law of attraction. Firstly, I agree that positive thoughts are essential. Have you got any negative Nancy types of people around you? Nothing ever seems to go their way, right? Yeah, me too. One of the most negative people I know always has bad things happening to them. It's like they're a magnet for negativity. When you're in a positive mindset, you're also feeling positive emotions, and your emotions affect your physical body. So it's really important that you do your best to prevent the negative thoughts overpowering you. It's not like you're not supposed to think a negative thought or feel a negative emotion ever again. Just don't allow them to run the show. And what happens when you're thinking positive thoughts and feeling positive emotions is that you're more likely to see opportunities than somebody who isn't. This is purely because your focus is on what you want and not on what you don't want, and what you focus on grows. Next, we're going to talk about writing down your goals. So countless studies have been performed over the years where test groups were split into two, where one group wrote down their goals, the other didn't. Each group was tracked over a period of time and their success measured at the end. In every test conducted, the group that consistently achieved the highest level of success was the one that wrote down their goals. Again, this technique isn't exactly black and white, but I was taught to write my goals in the following format, which is, I am so happy and grateful now that I have blah. So I would write my goal in the present tense as if the result had already happened. It would have a date on it, and I would read it to myself many times each day while visualizing the outcome. So did this work for me? Sometimes not. What I didn't know at the time is that I could have supercharged my goal setting if only I had known about my manifesting blueprint, which is one of those things that help. It's like having a roadmap, I guess. So this blueprint would have spelled out to me how to word my goals, what to visualize, like what aspect of what I wanted to visualize, so that I was in a better position to create what I want. Yes, I've manifested some incredible things over the years, from, beautiful home, my husband, and many other things, but I was also unsuccessful many times too. And this is one of the reasons why I didn't quite get it right when I was doing my manifesting process. Okay, so let's talk about visualizing your goals. Visualizing your goals while feeling the emotions of achieving your desired outcome is another method that I applied over the years without understanding that while this particular method was a perfect method for some, it wasn't necessarily perfect for me to be visualizing that outcome. When I'm visualizing my goals, I need to do things a little bit differently in order to get into vibrational alignment with what I want than someone like my husband or one of my friends, because they're wired quite differently to me. So they must go about manifesting and visualizing in a different way to me. Looking back, I think I was already unconsciously doing this in a soul-aligned way most of the time, which is why I manifested so much at those times, and now I know why I didn't at other times, because I wasn't manifesting in that way. So I was doing this all unconsciously. So now that I'm aware of how I am wired to follow this process, I can set my goals and intentions and begin taking the right actions in order to achieve those goals and intentions. Next, and most importantly, I think, is inspired soul-aligned action. So inspired soul-aligned action is where things get truly interesting. The reason why it's interesting is because this isn't taught in the Law of Attraction community at all. In fact, I'd never even heard of soul-aligned action in my life until recently. If you've ever followed Abraham Hicks, you may have heard of inspired action. And this is where you receive a little nudge to take a specific action. These nudges may come from your higher self or your spirit guides, but if you act on these nudges immediately, it is said that you'll be more likely to create what you want. And again, I agree with this to an extent, but we are all carrying a whole bunch of energies around. Some of these energies are like little suitcases of clothes that no longer fit, but you're keeping them anyway. And these energies are formed by blocks and restrictions which may have been created either earlier in this lifetime or even in a past life. Until we're able to take specific actions to clear these energies and donate the little suitcases to charity, they will dictate some of the unconscious choices that we continue to make. If you're struggling financially, as one example, the little suitcases may be causing you to procrastinate and stay stuck because they're too heavy. In reality, you could have an old vow of poverty in your energy that's causing you to make financial choices, and doing nothing is also considered a choice, which keeps you stuck in poverty. So in this example, when you receive an inspired nudge and you act on it unconsciously, it could be that you're acting on a nudge that is aligned with creating more poverty. So it's certainly not coming from your spirit guides if that's the case. So on the other hand, when you have access to your soul and manifesting blueprints and an understanding of the makeup of who you are at soul level, you'll immediately begin to understand if that nudge is moving you toward poverty or away from it, because you will know what types of actions align with you and will therefore move you closer to what you want. Just to complicate things a little more, what is soul aligned for you is not necessarily soul aligned for anybody else. It's really important to understand that we are all wired so differently. So if you've been struggling to manifest what you want in your life, it could just be that your choices and your methods of going about manifesting aren't quite soul aligned. Most manifesting courses state that their method will work for everyone, but I know for a fact that they don't. I've seen it so many times. Some people get results, some people get great results, and others get none. So these courses aren't tailored to you as a unique individual, to how you are wired. So that's why you go about manifesting in a way that maybe doesn't even align with you and will not be bringing you the best results. So they can't work for every single person. Well, I explain all of that in my little freebie. So if you sign up now, you'll get access to my free guide and my special offer. So all you need to do is go to findmysparkle.com/roadmap and get your hand on that little freebie. And then we can sort of start looking at, well, why aren't you manifesting? Why aren't you getting the results that you want? And as you read through that little freebie or the little roadmap I'm sending you, you will begin to understand that, oh, hang on, maybe this is why. And you'll be a lot clearer on how to move forward. So I will leave you with that. And I shall see you next time. See ya.